Can you hear me okay, Mr. Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, let me explain our procedure to you. First, I'm going to read your parole revocation questionnaire, and I'm going to read the allegations against you. Then we're going to have a hearing. And anybody that wants to speak will have an opportunity to speak. I understand Ms. Desiree Alexander is here and she wishes to speak. After that, you'll have an opportunity to say anything you'd like, and then we'll vote. You understand our procedure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have your questionnaire in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
And when you signed that, which it looks like June the 12th of 23, was that information all accurate and correct?
Yes, sir.
Is it still accurate and correct today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you ready to go forward with your hearing today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to read you the allegations that how you are alleged to have violated your parole. And I'm going to ask you to plead individually, either not guilty, guilty, not guilty with the statement, or guilty with the statement. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The first alleged violation is that you failed to report for your monthly meeting in February of 2023. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Violation number 4, you violated this condition by evidence of your arrest on March the 8th of 2023 by the Washita Parish Sheriff's Office for the offenses of domestic abuse battery, interfering with emergency communications, simple robbery, and simple criminal damage to property. On June 1st of 2023, the charges were dropped and you pled guilty to misdemeanor theft and was sentenced to 86 days with credit for time served in Washita Parish Jail. How do you plead to that?
Yes.
And finally, number 10, you have an arrearage of $932 on your supervision fees and $65 on your processing fee. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Mr. Jackson, your case has been assigned to me, so I'm the one that's going to begin questioning you today, okay?
Yes, sir.
And let me say up front, I have read your file. I've gotten the police reports, both on the alleged incident which occurred on January 4th and your arrest in March, okay? So what I want you to do today is to be honest with me. Today is the day to tell me exactly what happened. And if you did something wrong, tell us about it. Tell us why it's not going to happen again. Okay?
Sir.
A lot is going to depend on how honest we think you are today.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's talk about you were paroled on November the 15th of 2020. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about what you were doing after that. When you got out, did you get a job? Did you have a job?
Yes, sir.
Where were you working?
Overstock.
Okay, and how long had you been working there?
I worked there for like 2 years.
Okay, and were you going to work regularly?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any problems with your parole, any violations or anything like that?
No, sir.
Who were you living with?
My baby mother,
Okay, and who is that?
Jalen Cheese.
Okay, and who is Miss Desiree Alexander?
That's my girlfriend.
Okay, and so when did you have a girlfriend while you were living with your baby's mother?
No, sir.
Okay, when did you and Miss Alexander get together? Roughly.
Probably like almost a year, probably. Close
Okay.
to a year. Half a year.
This alleged incident occurred was January the 4th. How long before that had you and Ms. Alexander been together?
About probably 6 months.
Okay, all right. Were y'all living together?
Yes, sir.
What was the status of you and your baby mama?
We good. You want no problem?
Well, were you still living with her?
Was I still living with? No. No,
Who
I go over there to see my child every now and then, but it wasn't no living.
were you and Miss Alexander living together?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what happened on January the 4th.
It was really a misunderstanding. Like,
Well, I want to know the facts. I read the report. I read what the police saw. I saw the pictures that they took. So I want you to tell me what happened. Again, you be honest with me, you might get a break.
it was really like on some, like, woke up out my sleep type of going through my phone, and we just had an argument, but it wasn't never no hands. It was all verbal. It wasn't never no hands on.
It was all what?
It
Verbal?
was like a verbal argument.
Okay.
Now, when you get mad, you say stuff that you really don't mean, but you just mad at the moment. And it's just how it come out.
Right.
And like I was intending on doing anything, the things I said to her, but I never been like that. I never been the type to put my hands on female. So it was just woke up out my sleep at the moment, being mad, which I could have looked over it, but it was just I was just woke up like that. It's just
What happened to her car window?
it's me being petty.
All right, well, tell me what you did.
End up throwing rocks. Just I ain't want her to drive off. I just wanted to go on, continue the conversation. And now me being petty, end up throwing rocks.
Okay, well, now what I want you to do is I want you to explain to me everything that happened. You woke up, she was going through your phone. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
And what did you do?
No, I just said, give me my phone.
So y'all got in an argument?
Yeah, I grabbed I got told to give my phone, I got it back. Then boom, if we start arguing.
Okay, and she's getting ready to leave. How'd she get outside by the car?
She walked out there. She lived
And
out
what
there.
did you do?
Follow behind.
And what did you hit her car windshield with?
No, I hit it out there. It's like she had drove out the parking lot, like when she was finna leave.
What did you break the window with?
Little rocks, like little purple rocks. Going to fish tank, little rocks. I just threw them.
Kind of rocks. So, it takes a lot of hitting to break a car window.
Like, as she was driving off and I come down like hard with them. I had like about 5 of them in my hand. Little purple rocks. It wasn't no big old rocks. It's just the impact of how I threw them in the window.
Did you ever touch her, push her, hit her?
Never put my hands on.
So why did you leave when the police came?
Because I ain't want to go to jail.
Why would you think you'd go to jail?
Because at the moment she was mad. Before the police came, I'm telling her not to do that. Not to call the police. Don't put them in this because you know what I got at stake and I'm gone. I understand we had a misunderstanding, but I was like, why you got to get the police involved? She only got the police involved because her other family members told her to call the police. She didn't want to call no police.
Well, why did you think she was going to call the police?
Because
y'all were just arguing.
Because I already know how her other family is. The first thing they run to, they hear their family getting into it, somebody call the police.
All right.
Police.
Now let's talk a little bit about the day you got arrested. How did you get arrested?
I was driving going to West Monroe.
And what happened?
They pulled me over.
Well, they didn't just pull you over because they charged you with resisting. They charged you with a number of things. What happened?
They pulled me over and I just ran. I tried to run. But I didn't want to go to jail. Like, man, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired. Like, I ain't want to go.
Why did you run? I mean, they pulled you over for what? Were you, I think you got a ticket for improper lane usage or something.
No, that ain't why I run. I ran because I already knew I had a warrant out. I was finna go to jail anyway. I already had the warrant. So I knew I was gonna go to jail. That's why I didn't go report that morning. But I knew they won't lock me up. So I was like, if I can get a chance to be more out here with my daughter, why not take it?
What happened to those charges?
For the charges for the tickets and stuff like that.
Mhm. Did you ever go to court?
No, I don't know. I think they dismissed them. I don't know.
You don't know what happened to him? You never went to court on that?
No, so I don't know if they gave me. Oh, I think they what they call it when they let you go, they OR me out on them.
Well, right, they let you out on your own recognizance, but the charges were still sitting there. Did you ever go back to court on the charges? Do you know anything about what happened on the charges? Are they still pending? Do you know?
I don't have no pending charges.
So you don't know what happened to the charges that they put on you the night you got stopped? Because they did charge
They
you.
dismissed me. They dismissed. I want to say they gave me credit.
When you pled guilty in June, you pled guilty in June to theft.
Yes, sir.
Why did you plead guilty to theft? What is it that you stole?
I plead guilty to theft, and they dismissed all my other charges, so it won't violate my parole.
What was the theft based on? What is it that you supposedly took?
Oh, the phone. They saying when I snapped. All right, back to that part, yeah. So when I'm telling her like, don't call the police, I grab her phone, and I'm like, then that one I had, I'm gonna go to the phone, and that one I had ran from.
Let me ask you this: have you talked to anybody at your work?
People that I work with, no,
Yeah.
sir.
Do you have your job? Are you going to be able to get your job back if you get out?
Would I bet? Yes, sir. I'll be able to get my job. I most definitely will.
Well, I mean, have you talked to anybody about that? I mean, how long you been in jail?
Like 5 months.
Okay. Do they know you're in jail?
My manager do. Adriana do.
Have you talked to him?
No, sir.
What makes you think you'll be able to go back to work then?
Because I was a good worker.
Well, I understand that, but you're in jail. You know, you have to talk to your
my
boss,
work experience.
anybody.
That don't mean then my work experience speak for itself.
You gotten in any trouble while you've been in jail now, this time?
No, sir.
To your knowledge, when you went to court on June the 1st, do you know I know they dismissed the charges that were having to do with your warrants. Do you know if they dismissed the charges that you got the night they arrested you?
Yes, sir.
You think they dismissed those as well, you think?
Yes, sir. Because it was all misdemeanors. And for that, I think they dismissed them. I don't got no pending charge. I don't have no pending charge.
Where will you live if you get out?
Where would I live? 1958 Samuel Drive.
With whom?
Tasha Patrick.
Who is that?
A friend of mine.
Girlfriend?
Not really a girlfriend. That's my girlfriend, but it's just we.
You're not confused. You're going to be living with.
No, let me tell you. Let me explain.
You're living with your baby mama. Then you had a girlfriend. Now you live with some other woman.
That's how things happen.
Tell me how that works.
Let me explain it to you.
I'm trying to listen.
I'm living with Tasha because like this, man, when I came to jail, me and Alexander we had a misunderstanding.
I understand that. Now you're in jail.
That's what I'm saying. So at the time while I'm going through what I'm going through, I end up with Tasha. So that's who I'm gonna go home to.
So what's your relationship with Miss Alexander now?
Cordial. We good. Ain't no problem. We good. It's all love though. Ain't no problem.
So who you gonna be in a relationship with? Miss Alexander or Watasha or both?
I'm being in a relationship with Tasha But this gonna be forever, my friend. This forever. There's nothing separating it. The jail stuff ain't separating it. It's forever right here. It don't matter who I'm with, that's forever.
So do you have a relationship? Are you gonna go back and have a relationship with Miss Alexander? I mean, you say she's your girl.
I'm not having a relationship with her, but it's just a friend forever. There's somebody that's forever on my side. I don't got no other way to say that.
Well, I'm hearing you describe relationships that probably is the reason why you're in jail right now.
The reason I'm
You
in
need to
jail
be
because
careful about.
I made some poor decisions. That's why.
Well, here.
Mm.
And you sound like you're still making them.
Nah, it's just somebody that's been there for me when I've been down. She been there. I can't just say I don't want to be your friend no more just because we went through something. We just cut ties on the relationship part, the title.
All right. Okay. All right. Any questions? All right.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
At some point, Mr. Jackson, do you plan on owning your own place? Getting your own home?
I really want to.
How many kids do you have?
2.
Yeah, they need a place where they can come and see their daddy. I just wanted to put that on your mind. Buy your own place to live.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's very possible. You're still young. You can work toward getting your credit and stuff cleared up and buy a place to live.
Yeah, I got some good credit.
Good. Well, look at starting to buy a home.
Okay.
That's all I had, Jim.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now we'll hear from Miss Alexander. Miss Alexander.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us what you want us to know about what happened on January the 4th and anything else you'd like us to know?
Well, he pretty much summed it up. You know, we didn't have any physical altercations other than him trying to prevent me from leaving. Because I didn't want to argue with him at the time. And I assumed that the police would just come and like remove him from my house simply because he's not on the lease or anything like that. I didn't understand that he would be like reprimanded so harshly and such for a long time. And despite his record that y'all see in front of him, whatever the paperwork says, he has been doing good for the past 2 years and since I've known him. So that paper and that record, that does not describe the man he is today. He's very much an asset to his family. He takes care of his grandmother, his cousins. He's a role model for a lot of people, and we need him home.
You heard him describe your relationship with him. What is your understanding of your relationship with him is?
Exactly what he said.
I'm not sure I understood what he said. So you tell me what you understand the two of your relationship is.
I feel as though I'm personally not ready for any type of relations with anybody, not just him. So I would prefer that we be friends, and he's okay with that. So moving forward, that's what it would be. I can't say if it will or will not be something else. I will be lying if I say no or yes. But as of now, we're really good friends. The situation doesn't change the love that I have for him.
He's with someone else right now, and that's okay with you?
Yes, I told him to be with her. She's been there for him, and I'm not ready for that. So by all means, he should move on with his life.
Okay, thank you. Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Jackson, before we vote?
No, sir.
Let me ask you a question or two. What might you have done differently, or what might you do differently in the future to avoid this kind of a situation?
What I would have done that night, what I could have done, what I wish I would have done, stayed asleep.
Well,
Probably walk away.
Solution, okay.
Probably walk away next time.
What was it that she saw in your phone that got her all upset?
The same person she telling me to go to, that she told me to go to.
Let me ask you this. Do you see anything, and I'm not suggesting it's illegal.
I see what you're
But
saying,
do
though.
you see any problem with the fact that you with one woman and you see in another woman? Do you see how that leads to issues?
Yeah, this me playing games, it's probably. I need to let that go. I need to let them ways go.
All right, okay. Panel ready to vote?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Jackson, I think you're your own worst enemy. You've been very honest with me. I appreciate your honesty. I asked you to be honest with me when we first started talking, and I think you have been very honest with me. My vote today is do not revoke, but I'm going to add a condition to your parole that you attend a domestic violence program. And I'm not suggesting that you hit her or hurt her in any way. She didn't mention any of that. You were angry. And I think that going through that program might help you with your relationships in the future. You need to learn a little more about maybe how to stay out of problems, okay? You're on parole. And as long as you're on parole, anybody you're in a relationship is going to have an upper hand on you if y'all get in an argument. All she's going to have to do is, I'm going to call the police. And what's going to happen if she calls the police? You're going to jail.
Right.
And you're going to sit just like you're sitting now for a couple of months until you get before somebody like us who's going to listen to your story. Okay? So I think a program like that will help you.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. I'm just one vote, but that's my vote. Ms. Wise?
All right, Mr. Jackson, when I read all this last night, I don't know, but I would really appreciate the young lady for coming today. She really helped you out. So that you must be a decent guy on some level. So I'm going to take a chance on you as well. My vote is do not revoke and return you to supervision on the conditions that's been set forward. Really pay attention to those classes. They could be a game changer.
Yes,
Best
ma'am.
wishes to you.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Jackson.
Hey, Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Like, what would these classes be located at though?
Well, you need to get with,
Probation officer lets you know.
need to get with your parole officer. They'll find something that's relatively close to where you are, so you can do that, okay?
Can I add one more question? How long would it take y'all to get my paperwork down here?
You're gonna try to get it as quick as we can.
Probably tomorrow.
All right, I'm ready to go home.
All right.
Never mind.
Good luck to you.
All right, good. Thank you, appreciate you. All right,